Hey everyone, how are you tonight? I hope you had a great day and you're excited to be here because I am excited to be here as I'm wrapping up. It is 10:52 and I know I have promised that I was going to be off of technology by 11, but I'm working on it. I'm really working on it. It's something that I'm actually struggling with. It's hard, right? I made this commitment to myself and with all the best of intentions. And let me know if you can relate to that. That you make this commitment to yourself with the best of intentions, and then things come up, and it's hard. It's really hard. I know. I hear it all the time from people. Oh, you must not struggle with things. It's so easy. You say you're going to do something and you get it done, right? I'm here to tell you it's 10:53 and my commitment was to get off of technology by 11, and I'm going to do my best tonight, but I'm running behind and right, but I looked at the time, and I'm going to be completely honest. I looked at the time and said, I've got two different conflicting commitments. I have one commitment to be off of technology by 11 o'clock. I have a second commitment to go live every single evening, right? So which commitment do I honor? Because both are really actually commitments to myself. Even though I'm coming live for you guys, it's a commitment that I made to myself that I was going to do this. And so it's a big struggle. So I opted, since it was not quite 11 o'clock yet, to come ahead and come live with the promise that I made, because I am a woman of my word. So I really try to balance that and stick to my word. But I'm telling you, it's hard. It's really hard. And when we make a commitment, especially a commitment to ourselves, right, and we have commitments to other people, a lot of times, exactly like this, we choose the others before we choose ourselves. And it's hard. It's definitely a struggle. But I'm here and I'm live, and I wanted to talk to you guys tonight because, this has been something that I've been sort of thinking about all day. But first, I want to give an update to you from last night. Right, last night I was talking about writing our story. Right, writing the story for your day. Hey, Aaron, you are the only one watching right now, but I can guarantee other people will pop on because they usually do. So, last night I was talking about starting your day with writing the story that you want for the day, how you want it to end, right? And I've been talking about a lot that, this has been a rough couple of weeks, stressful couple of weeks, definitely testing my old bad habits left and right, with the stress, with the crazy schedules, trying to get, my kids to camp and ready for school and for the bat mitzvah, right? It's been stressful, and that's just where I am, the reality of my life. And old bad habits, I can tell you, 2 summers ago, I would have been in a really bad place. And I feel blessed that I'm not. I feel blessed that I have the support and the pieces that all tie together. Sorry, I'm glancing, but I'm looking for something that I'm going to share with you in a minute. The pieces that all tie together, so that I can live a healthy life, and that I don't have to let those old bad habits control me and run my life the way that they used to, right? And so one of the things when I was talking about last night is waking up this morning and writing out what your day is going to look like. Writing that story ahead of time so that you can have it match up at the end of the day. And I'm going to tell you, I was rock solid on today, but there were several times that I actually stopped myself because I wrote my story. I wrote what my plan was going to look like for today, right? Because I am not going to fall into the old bad habits of stress eating. I'm not going to fall into some of these old traps that I tend to fall into, right? And I wrote that out this morning. I wrote out that plan of what I was going to do. And I found myself twice in the pantry looking at something saying, I really want that. And then I said, nope, that was not in the story I wrote for myself today, and I'm going to make that story true. There was at one point that I had actually pulled the item out of the package, and I put it right back because I said, no, this does not fit what I wrote for today. I don't need this. I'm actually not hungry, right? I'm stressed. Hey, Cindy, I'm stressed, and I'm frustrated, and I'm whatever else, right? All the emotions that were going on, and that food that was there, it was not time for me to eat, and it was not, even if it was time for me to eat, it was not what I should be eating, and I put it away, and I didn't have it. And so that was a huge win. That will go in my book of wins for tonight, right? So I hope if you were able today, this morning, to write out your story, looking back at the end of the day, were you able to fulfill that story? Did your story play out the way you said it was going to play out? And if you didn't do that this morning, I challenge you to do that tomorrow, because it was really powerful today when I did that. And I plan to do it again tomorrow morning, to write out my story exactly how my day is going to look, right? So that at the end of the day, I can say, yes, I was successful at this, right? And that was in my head all day because I knew I was going to come back here live tonight and report back. And I wanted to be able to report back that I was able to do it. It was hard. It was really, really, really hard. Because, like I said, my old habits do pop up. They pop up for everyone. But the key to that is, first of all, we can't rely on willpower. Because if we rely only on willpower, if I was to rely on willpower, I would have lost in there, right? I had to have a plan. I had to have a tool in place. I had to have people that I could turn to. And part of it was coming live here, but it's also I turn to my coach and reach out and say, help, right? Help hold me accountable. Right? Give her my plan so that we can work together. And that's so important. And have a plan, right? When I found myself in the kitchen, you know what I did? I actually walked outside and sat out on my front porch for a little while just to breathe in it's beautiful here, just to breathe in the fresh air, right? Just to get myself out of this environment and to change things up so I could switch that habit loop and get myself out of there. And those are all tools and skills that I've learned and that I teach to my clients, right? When they're struggling, how to do it. Because if we don't, we'll find ourselves falling back on those old bad habits. So I wanted to share that with you, that was super successful for me today. If you've struggled with this and you want help with it, let me know. I'm happy to help. And the next piece of what I want to talk about tonight is actually a conversation. I posted this actually earlier today. That's why I was scrolling, because I wanted to find the exact little meme that I had posted. But it was a conversation that I was having with my daughter today. The conversation says, it is always now. 10 minutes from now, it will still be now. 10 months, 10 years from now, it will still be now. It is always now, right? And that I thought was really powerful. And the reason why I posted it today was I was sitting here talking to my daughter, and her bat mitzvah is in 2.5 weeks, and she has some work that she needed to be doing in order for it. And I said, hey, Ems, you need to go work on this. And she said, I don't want to do it right now. And I said, okay. I said, well, when are you going to do it? She said, I don't know, not right now. And I said, okay. I said, count to 10. And she said, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I said, well, it's now again. I said, are you going to do it now? And this went on several times. And then I actually read her this meme, and she started thinking about it. And she's like, And she then ended up, she got my point, right? We can always say not now, but it's always now. So when is it going to be? Right? And so she actually did get up and go do the work that she needed to get done. And we still have some more work to work on it, but she made great progress, right? But I hear that a lot from people. I'm not going to do that now. I'm not going to do that now, right? Well, when is it not now, right? So if you're going to push something off, it's okay. Sometimes you're not ready at that exact moment, but give yourself a time frame. Right? If she had said to me, I'm not going to do that now, and I had said, okay, when are you going to do that? If she had said in 20 minutes, I would have said, okay, awesome. 20 minutes is great, right? Give yourself a time frame. Give yourself an end point of when that not now is going to stop, because otherwise the things that we need to do, we're going to continue to procrastinate on them. Right, we always did the easy things first. I have to tell you, I've been very impressed with her. Right, so she asked for instead of gifts for her bat mitzvah, she's actually asked for everyone to make donations to Chai Lifeline, which is an organization that helps kids with long-term and terminal illnesses. And very generously, people have been sending in donations and making donations, and it's been wonderful. And so she's writing thank you notes to everybody who's made donations. And I have to tell you, I was not this good when I was 12 years old about writing thank you notes. I struggled with it big time. Even as an adult, I struggle with it as one of those things that I am a procrastinator on, right? Not that I am not thankful, not that I'm not gracious, but to sit down, it's the art of writing a thank you note. Right? It's most people have lost that art of writing a thank you note. And she has taken that very, very, very seriously. She's been sitting here. There's a stack of thank you notes over there that need stamps on them to go out into the mail. But she's taken that very seriously. And part of it is, I think, because she's completely gracious, and she is so appreciative of everybody who is making these very generous donations, and this organization means a lot to us, and means a lot to her, and to and to helping the children of Chai Lifeline is really important to her, and so I think she definitely is gracious. But I also think that when she is faced with, and I talked about this the other night, you have one hard, you're picking your hard, right? Either way. So when she's faced with, okay, the hard of writing thank you notes or the hard of doing the other things that she needs to do to get ready for her bat mitzvah, she's picking the one that she's picking the one that she'd rather do, right? And she's using that as a push off to doing the other things that she needs to do as well. And so, right, when you're looking at something and you're saying not now, or you're opting to do something else, are you opting to do that other thing that maybe legitimately needs to get done, right? Her thank you notes legitimately need to get written. There's no question in that. But are you choosing the thing that is the easy thing to do to procrastinate on the thing that might be harder in your life, right? And I talk about this a whole lot with people. So if that's the case, and you keep saying not now, not now, not now, not now to something, stop and ask yourself, why am I saying not now? What am I afraid will happen if I do this, right? Why am I holding back from it, right? And really let yourself be real with yourself about that. And then go and do that hard thing. I always tell people, if you have a list of things to do, if you have 5 things on the list, whatever the thing that scares you the most on that list, do that first. You know why you do that first? A couple of reasons. 1, you get it out of the way. Second, right? And then you feel really good when you've done it, that scary thing, because I can guarantee to you anything on that scary list, unless it's something like jumping out of an airplane or something that is really, something that is life-threatening, most of the things that are on our list of things to do are not going to kill us. They're not going to harm us, right? They might be scary. They might be scary for us to do, but you're only going to grow from them. So I always say do that first thing first, that hardest thing first, because when we do it, we step forward, right? And then it feels good. And we're like, wow, I rocked that. So everything else that wasn't as hard on our list feels easy, and we can sail through it, and we get through a lot more, right? So when you find yourself saying not now to something, take a step back and give yourself a win. When am I going to do it? Because it's always going to be now. It's always going to be now, and you can always continue to push things off to that not now, not now, not now. So I hope you have a great night. I'm trying to be as close to my word as possible. It is 11:03, so I hope to be my goal. I'm shifting back a little bit on my off technology time, but I'm not going to miss it by too far. So I want to say good night to everybody. I will be back here definitely earlier tomorrow because of Shabbat, because of the Sabbath. But have a great night, and I would love to continue this conversation. And if you need help writing your story for the day, right, to get through the day, let me know. I would love to see it. If you write it out and you want to share it with me, I would love to see it. Take a picture of it and stick it in a chat to me, because I would love to see it, love to share it, because that was really, really, really powerful, at least for me today, to write that out. And I always sent my intentions in the morning, but the way I wrote it this morning, I wrote it as a story. Here's what's going to happen. Here's how my day went. And it didn't take me very long to do, maybe 5-6 minutes. It was not a long process. And it was powerful. It was really, really powerful as I worked through my day. So have a great night, and I will see you back here tomorrow. Bye.